Well, hello everyone, and welcome to this particular show. It should be fairly short if I don't gab too much, but the reality is sometimes you run through some stuff and it's so simple. Why don't you share it with someone in case they've not run into this before? It might save them a little bit of time. With your diagnosis of a problem. Okay, it started with, if you watched any of the series for 2024 Series 14, I had a laptop die that fires a roaster. I had to quickly scrounge and build a new computer to run that. It's not very demanding. It just needs to work with as a print server, whatever. I'm not going to go into that too much detail. So I'm scrounging together parts. Part of my scrounging together was an old wired keyboard and mouse, because I got lots of rats running around, and it worked fine directly on the stainless steel table that I purchased and built just for the computer. You'll see this in the clip. But it wasn't working, and so I was getting a little bit frustrated. Do all the normal stuff. We'll recap that at the tail end. But the wireless just wouldn't work, and I thought, well, the keyboard seems to work fine, but the mouse is just doing that jerking and then hanging and then jumping way up here in the corner and whatever, just drives me nuts. So after getting it down, the keyboard works, but the mouse doesn't. I swapped it out and did some other stuff with a different brand, and it did exactly the same thing, which gets us into the video clip. And when we get back, we'll run through kind of what I would normally do to diagnose something like this. There is the machine under that stainless table, and as you can see, there's a lot of stainless up here. And so we keep it to the 16 gauge table. We needed one to put the computer on when the laptop died. Now here is something that we want to look at. We have, of course, obviously the ports in the back, because that's where all of our little rat's nest of wires go. We do have one in the front that we can use for the wireless keyboard, but I was noticing I wasn't getting smooth motion. It kept jerking and twisting. So we check all the drivers. That's a normal thing to do, right? Check the batteries in the mouse, because it's particularly the mouse, not so much the keyboard, but it was just giving trouble. Now, what we've done to get it working, and let's see if I can hold it up there. See, look at our mouse. Where's our mouse? Our mouse is working really good. All right, now we're not having to freeze. Now, how I resolved that was, I happen to have an extra extension cable, the one I put a little green tape on. Now, if we go toward the back, we see we just brought that little USB device to a cable, so it's on the keyboard and mouse side of that stainless steel. Now, I would have thought that it would have been stronger in its receive and transmit strength than it is in reality. So fixed it. It was a little aggravating. Went through some deductions and things to figure this out. Tried it out. It works pretty good. So maybe you have a nice heavy wood desk. I don't know if it has lead in the finish or anything like that in the paint, especially if it's a painted one, white painted, that type of thing. But you might find that you're having a little bit of a jerky, jolty, delay, laggy type of mouse and keyboard, and that's what we did to resolve it. Anyway, this is the simple type of handy little tips that may save you some trouble. Watch a little video and then you're a diagnostic king. We appreciate you watching. We try to have good humor about this sort of thing. We don't mind telling on ourselves a little bit. I'm 62 years old and long past caring what people think anymore. So I just do me. I want you to do you and have a great, glorious, and blessed weekend, whatever is coming up. Evening, if it's night when you watch this. We'll see you later. Hey, appreciate you watching. Do me a favor, if you will, subscribe to the channel, either the YouTube or the Rumble channel, which this appears in. And if you can, check the notification bell or settings to make sure that you get notified when new videos are posted. Appreciate it.